Okay, students. The only very few students have got reconnected. I don't know whether it is a network problem or network issue. It may be from my end or your end. I'm not able to judge that. Only few have connected. What about the others? Why did not they connected or? Okay, we'll continue with what we were discussing in the classroom. See, we try to understand about the PDM system with various examples. Now, we will just go through the various components of our PDM system one by one. There are mainly 6 components. See, these are the 6 major components of PDM system. See, we were trying to understand what is PDM system, all those things, and with reference to this also, we are trying to understand. See, okay, with respect to the first major component, that is electronic vault or data repositories. Repositories. Don't read it as some responsibility or something. repositories, repositories. See, this PDM system, PDM, I hope all of you remember or you have forgotten while seeing the screen. Product data management means it's we were trying to understand, discuss data with reference to that particular product is called as product data, means management of that is product data management. It uses an electronic vault. See, we can take one more example also for this. See, our government of India made one users available this one storing of your all mask cards, data, everything. There was a app by some name, I'm not getting immediately. Means where you can save all of your documents there, and you can access from there directly. by creating some username with I think it with your Aadhaar number. You can create that where you can store all your documents. Starting from your birth certificate, any document you can store there. It will be accessible only for you, including your vehicle, RC, insurance, everything can be stored. Some name was given for that. Even today it is there. I'm not immediately getting that name. Means if means you as a person has taken as a product, all of your data with reference with referring to you can be stored there. I think DigiLocker, correct? DigiLocker. DigiLocker was the one. Similarly, for any product, electronic vault means your DigiLocker. You can take the example of your DigiLocker. Similarly, for the product, we can store similar to that your DigiLocker. See, some of the data like Aadhaar number, you cannot generate the Aadhaar number. That will be the, I think, login ID for that. Similarly, some data which will be generated by the vault itself, and something what we have developed or produced, something that can be stored there. I was telling that, see, like your degree, marks card, certificates, all those things, you cannot create by yourself. If you put the reference number, that will be automatically captured and it will be stored in your DigiLocker. That is what I have understood. If someone of you may be using it, so if you switch on your mic and if you can share those details, I think it will be still helpful or easy to understand for those who are not using that. Similarly, we do not know if I am storing any information in DigiLocker. I do not know where it is stored, the actual location, where it is stored. Can anyone say? But it is stored in the cloud. Cloud is cloud. Similarly, you are also in the electronic vault. Whatever the PDM system we are saving, we will not be aware where it is stored or all those things. But we can use and access the product information anytime, anywhere by using this password protection will be there. By using those credentials, we can get it from anywhere. See, it includes product data, like the drawings what you have made using your CAD, CAE, any tool, all those 3D modeling drawings, specifications, your records, everything can be stored there. That comes under product data. See, another one is metadata is there. The metadata stores information about data and documents relating to the product. It records all the changes, releases on specific levels, and their circulation in the company. Everything. See, metadata means it is not the one what I'm seeing, but it is in the process what all has happened, like that everything will be stored in that metadata. See, especially when you use you take the photograph using your digital camera, what I see is the photo what we have taken using the camera, but the information of that photo is stored in the form of a metadata. Metadata means it will be like zeros and ones. If we are trying to simplify, means it depends on the type of processing this one used by that particular camera. It will be stored in the metadata format and it can be accessed anytime. Similarly, not only for photographs, for document files, videos, your Excel sheets, web page, everywhere this metadata will be there. Even what we were talking about, the CAD files, CAE documents, for everything there will be metadata. Means everything, the product data, metadata, all these things will be stored in this electronic vault. It means if you have made any changes to the drawing, see, I don't know how many of you are aware of that. You use this MS Word, right? See, with the MS Word, you will be typing some, inputting some alphabets ABCD to make a word and sentence. Sometimes when there is a mistyping, we press the backspace and we input the correct alphabet, all those things like that. Many things will happen. See, what we see on the screen is only the final one, what I'm having. And even when I take the printout, the same thing I will be getting. But the metadata of that file consists of even your backspace, delete, everything, space bar, every information will be stored in the metadata. See, even that can be see, some peoples will be running, the spam, all those things are there. Similarly, if someone has input some spy software into the system, and if they access that, in that they can get everything, all the keystrokes, like when you input the password in your web page, like something banking web page, they can get what all the alphabets you have typed. Even if you have pressed the backspace, that also they can get space, everything. Means what I'm trying to tell is that metadata. Okay, the next one is user functions. See, again, user function is divided into further 5 steps. Document management, process and workflow management, product structure management, classification management, and project or program management. See, the user functions, document management, it is means you will explain very well than me. That is the management of all the documentation, data modification, everything with respect to the PDM, that process and workflow management. Like see, in the process and workflow, with respect to the product configuration, part definitions, relationships, everything, and that is especially with respect to the data and data versions. See, this also you can understand with a very simple examples. We'll be doing the 3D CAD modeling drawing. We'll be doing, that is 3D drawing, you will be doing using this solid edge, right? There you will make one by one component, and you will also define what type of component it means. It gives the definition. If you have made a gear, you might have made a rod, you might have made a bolt, that contains all the definition. And once you start assembling, there will be a relationship will be there. See, I'm just trying to take example with respect to what you have experienced. Means similarly with the product, the process and workflow will be there. See, that is starting from every this means with respect to all these things, product configuration, part definitions, relationships, everything. It has to be the product structure management, everything, including the bill of material, ability to associate product definition and data, product definition data to the parts, everything. Classification management, like classification of the parts. We classify the various see, again the classification is made on the different basis. Again, it depends. Suppose if we take some automobile company, we can classify like outsourced components and in-house components, like that. Means, see, especially even in the outsourced also, outsourced in form of raw material, outsourced in the form of finished components. Suppose if you take a something like handles or bulbs, they are outsourced from some other person in the form of finished product. But if you take the pistons, valves, and cylinder liners, bore, everything, yes, that will be outsourced, but that will not be outsourced in the form of finished. Means the supplier will make it to some internal dia, external dia dimensions with some accuracy, and the final finishing of that, maybe machining or processing, whatever it may be, that will be done inside the company. Means that is outsourcing to supply the component, not the finished one. And you will be outsourcing to build the body of the vehicle. You will be just getting the sheets, metal sheets from the supplier. Means that will be like raw material. That is not the unfinished or the finished component. It is just supply of the raw material. And like painting, everything that will be done inside the company. That will not be done outside. Like that, with respect to the procurement, they can classify, or again with respect to the various components, components made by steel, made by alloy materials, made by FRP materials, like that, glass metals, they can classify. Those things will be there. See, all those things will be done as per their convenience, again with respect to the organization. See, and one more thing, classifying, like tires, it will be there. See, if with respect to the product development, they are classified nut, bolt, all those things, they will use the standard one. They will not go for the new type of bolts. Why to reinvent? If you reinvent also, you will be reinventing the bolts, screws, such things only. So it will not be done. Means the same existing standard like M6, M8, M10, they will be using. They will not go for die of 6.3 mm. Will it serve any purpose? Only the cost of production will increase. So, means which are the things we need to develop as a new? Which are the things we will be using? What the standard, whatever is there, the standard function is there, will be using that. All such classification will be done. And the last one I said is project or program management. The project management provides work breakdown structures and schedules and resources, assignments and control. Means the entire thing will be managed by a program. Okay, anyhow, it's time. Today we try to discuss what is meant by PDM system, all those things, what all the things we try to look into that. We try to have some very simple examples. If you students were here, you would have given much better examples for those things. Okay, we'll see. And we have now the next topic we have started with the major components of this PDM system. Today we have completed this electronic vault and the user functions. In the next class, we will discuss about the remaining utility functions, interfaces, workflow management, and administration functionality. We will discuss that in the next class. Okay, students, it's already time up. The next class teacher may be waiting. Okay, we will end for today.